Good morning. Tension wire, take-up lever, whatever it is, if it's bent out of shape on your Singer 66, this is how you can fix it. This is the correct position. This is wrong. Too long, too loose, thread pops out. So we're going to remove it, rebend it, reshape it, shorter. Unscrew the nut, remove the beehive and plates. Screwdriver, wire cutters. You don't need a lot of tools to do this. And your brain, of course. You can use a small one, a big one, whatever. The jewelry pliers are for holding the spring when you're bending the wire, and I don't have a photograph of that, but you'll figure it out. Just showing how to loosen it. Here, when I disassemble it, one of the pieces pops off. Now, don't do that. I was just trying to hold the phone and photograph it. So that's the beehive part. The second piece yeah. These are original Semanco parts. They've got some, I polished them as much as I could so that they don't have any more corrosion, but they're smooth. They don't look pretty. Screw it. This particular post does not have a groove in it. So don't watch videos where you think yours is missing its groove. This one doesn't have a groove. I'm just showing you really quick how to reassemble it, and then we'll go through the steps of how to fix it if you're having bird's nests or your thread is popping off. When you tighten it, go to 45 degrees and don't ever force it. It doesn't have to be tight. Tight enough. I think those are called tension plates. I'm not sure. When you thread it, the string, the thread goes through the tension plates. So there can't be any corrosion on there that's blocking it from working. I don't recommend use sandpaper, but I used a really fine sandpaper to get it off. I couldn't. I tried everything else. So don't be like me. Don't use sandpaper unless you absolutely have to. And then use either 4-0 grit, steel wool, or 1500. Don't damage your piece. After disassembly, cut off the blown off piece. Leave enough wire to bend a new tension wire. You want to leave 1 inch and 1 centimeter coming off the spring to bend into correct position. Hold the spring firmly with the pliers, straighten the piece at a right angle. It doesn't have to be perfect. It'll still work. Spring has to hook on this metal C bolt. Mine is just before 12 o'clock and just after 6 o'clock. I'd leave about 1 inch and 1 centimeter of wire coming off the spring to bend into shape. First bend goes straight up. Second bend goes toward the business end of the machine, the front. Third goes toward you. The hook. So the first section is about 1/2 of an inch. The second bend is about 4 to 5 millimeters. And the hook is just over 1/2 of an inch. Second bend, 4 to 5 millimeters. And then you got the hook. This one too long. Too long means no tension. Which is why I was getting bird's nests. Might not be why you are, but that's why I was. You can also check the bobbin assembly. You can check that your needle is inserted correctly, not incorrectly. You can try the feed regulator at all the different levels to see which makes the best, most perfect stitch for what your project is. I tried it on all the levels and didn't have the red bobbin color coming through, so I feel like it's working enough for me. So anyway, that's what this video was, to show you how to try to fix that spring. If yours is bent, too loose, causing bird's nests, it might be something you want to try, or just order a new one. You can find them online. But I kind of like to fix it so I know how it works, and then I know why something is doing something. Don't be afraid to fix it. Never force or over tighten. Sewing machine oil can clean your machine. Don't use sandpaper. Don't be like me on metal parts. Thanks for watching.